I guess everybody look like they ready.
Oh shit, my bad, brother.
Damn. Anyway, welcome to the After Party Podcast, man. We got the usuals here. Introduce yourselves.
Talu. No more LinkedIn. I deleted my account.
Why you delete your LinkedIn?
It got unprofessional. I had girls twerking on there and all that type shit.
But I tried to warn you.
Are you still on Black Planet?
I'm still on Black Planet. We still popping.
Urban Chat still
Every
going?
week, guys. You can follow me on Black Planet.
Good night.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It's real on there. Absolutely real.
And we got her back this week.
What's up? What it do?
Tell them your name.
Kashara Sway. Cherries. Kashara. How you doing?
And of course, I'm After Party E, the godfather of Kasher's unborn baby. I got to speak into existence, Kashera. I love that baby. So anyway, we got a special guest today. Somebody that I've been looking forward to interviewing. A great artist. Someone that's created something that's very, very important to the city and outside of the city now is very, very popular. Obviously, the Black-owned clothing line. We got Macho Means, man.
What's up, what's up?
What's going on, Macho?
What's happening? Thank you for having me.
This is a blessing for us, for real. Now, we always start off the after party interviews with who is the person. So, who is Macho Means?
Who is Macho Means? Cincinnati native.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in South Cincy. It's downtown. Just like, most Cincinnatians, it's a small city. So, I pretty much know a lot of the city, but, and I've had the opportunity to rub shoulders with most of the major players, and I'm a hustler. So with those shoulders that I've rubbed, I've been able to build on top of that, you know what I mean? I've just a driven individual, love music, love fashion, of course. I love my city, and I love my people, so if you want to sum it up, I'm just a passionate, driven person. And I just happened to get the opportunity to share my gifts with the city, and now we've expanded ourselves to a larger market.
Mm-hmm.
So like, who motivates you the most? Like that you don't make down the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? You say you're a passionate person. You know what I'm saying? I know like you self-motivated, or you know what I'm saying. But you also get a lot of that coming from the outside in. So like, who motivates you the most?
True indeed. I think I really believe in. I talk about this with my friends. I think a lot of what we are is in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some of these things you come equipped with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people can jump high.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got nice voices. I'm just a driven individual.
Okay then.
So I think most of that is in me. But my inspiration comes from my family.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you know us, my family, you know where we come from. You know what I mean? Really like I said, we're from down the way, you know what I mean? So you know how it can be down there, you know what I mean? But my mother is a driven person as well, and she's always worked hard, so my inspiration comes through my family. So when I think about where my family been, where we took it to, and where we are now, that's enough to keep me motivated to keep going, you feel me? So, I mean, my inspiration is that, you know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
you and your family, they're pretty close. Everybody's pretty close.
I got a real close family. Like, we got a small family, you know what I mean? Like, we got one of those families, like, it cap off, and my grandma, you really don't know who's who after that.
Mm-hmm. My family like that too.
The mamas don't know who this daddy was, all that type stuff. So it's like, okay, I got my grandma, and so we got a small family, but we close knit. You know what I mean? Pretty much we meet every Sunday at my mother's house. So I see my family like on a regular. It ain't many of us, but we see each other all the time.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
Biological 4. So it's 4 of us. So.
Are you the oldest, youngest?
Nah, I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about your music first. Because when I first was introduced to Macho Means, it was through the clothing line. And then I later found out that you was an artist.
Yeah.
Which came first for you? Did you start off as an artist, or did you always have the vision of having your own clothes?
Man, I was always a fly nigga, man.
Hey, man, some people that's what She Warren told us. He was like, I've always been into clothes. I don't never down dress.
You know what? That's crazy, and I can vouch for that. I went to school with Nuke, Rashid Warren. He always been one of those guys. Like, music was first.
Mm-hmm.
I had an older cousin. He was a rapper. He was okay at it. You know what I mean? But I looked up to him so much. My older brother never really wanted me to hang out with him, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was into other things. So he wanted me to, have my own lane. So I hung with my older cousin who was a little younger than my older brother. And he was a rapper. And he would always take me to the studio, and then one day I would always ask him, like, let me get on here. He was like, nah, man, you a kid, you don't know what to do. And one day he was like, okay, write a verse. And I wrote a verse. I probably was maybe in the 5th grade, I think it was. And I wrote a verse, and he put it on a song, and he left it on there. And I remember him giving people copies, and that was the highlight of my childhood right there, because I knew right then and there, like, I need more of this.
That feeling.
Yeah, like, so from that moment, recording songs, like, I was in love. So I was, can I come over this weekend to record? Yeah. I'm like, go ahead. So it started there. Then I was in some groups. So the music was first in my life, you feel me? Like, always been into music. Fashion really just was something. If you were into music, you probably into fashion, because nobody want to look at a bad dressed artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the two go hand in hand. Hip hop and fashion go hand in hand.
But the difference is you kind of did it, you did it yourself. A lot of people don't know how to dress, so it's like for you to create your own line off of your music, that kind of went hand in hand. But everybody doesn't do that.
Right, and that's true. So I had the music, to your question, and then later came the fashion, because Black Owned is actually my second clothing line.
Yeah. Who was the first one?
Eddie Von.
Okay.
So that's my Facebook name. Eddie Von is also my grandfather's name.
Okay.
So just somebody who I look up to, you feel me? Amazing person.
Yeah.
And plus, I didn't want everybody to be able to find me on Facebook. So Eddie Von, my name on Facebook. That was my first clothing line in high school. When people went to high school, remember that line. And it was okay, you know what I mean? It was just one of those things where you put the paint on stuff, write the name on there, people buy from you. Right. We all did that.
And that was the distress. It took the place of the paint, the spray paint.
Definitely.
So I want to get to Take 10, because I enjoy it. I listened to it for the past couple of days, just like over and over again. And I feel that you put a lot of your life and your music for real. Like, I was listening, like I kept hearing lines about your dad in there. Like, what's that relationship like, or was like?
Damn, we're just gonna jump right to that, huh?
I feel like that's what stuck out the most to me in Take 10.
Yeah, I mean, I think I may have mentioned him once or twice, maybe, but I mean, when I did mention him, it's always open. And that's what music is for to me. Like, I feel like I have an interesting enough life that I don't have to create something to make music, like make up things to make music. My life is interesting enough to talk about it. So when I talk about my experiences, what I'm going through, that's real. But my relationship with my father never was one. You feel me? And that's why I say I'm really close to my mother. But I never had a relationship with my father, and a lot of us don't. But I think we all take it different. You feel me? Like, in my life, I suppressed that. When I was younger, I felt like it didn't matter, because I was in the streets and we like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need no daddy, because I'm in the, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing.
I'm good without you.
But then as I got older and I started going through things and I didn't have anybody to really call on, that's when I realized that I missed something my whole childhood. So now as an adult, I battle with that. You feel me? So that's a struggle of mine that I go through, and I talk about it in my music, because I don't sit down and talk to nobody about this really, but through the music you can express that and share that with the world, and that's kind of like letting something off your chest. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I never had a relationship with him, and I wish I would have, but at this point, you know what I mean, I think I turned out pretty fine. You know what I mean? But that's just, not everybody is as fortunate as I am. So, so I talk about my father and my music, my ex-girlfriends, my homies, chicks that I just slid on, you know what I mean? Everything. So
and that's why I enjoy it. I mean, cut you off. That's why I enjoy it, because I feel like it was real. Like, it didn't seem like anything was like fabricated. Like when you said you had a threesome on Tuesday, I believe that, Macho. I believe those.
And you know what? You listen.
Macho, I listen.
Like, that line, when I said
he
that.
breaks down everything.
And when I said that, I was like, that's funny. Like, who would have thought I had a threesome on a Tuesday? You feel me? Like, but, yeah.
You had another, I'm sorry, Kashare, you had another bar in there that I wanted to talk on. You said something like, my relationships don't work because... Damn, how did it go? It was in...
I think you talking about, he said, because couples never last long, so I just want to date a few, no?
Nah, it was something, you had said something why your relationships don't work because you care too much or something along that line. I'm sorry, it'll come to me. Go ahead, Kashara.
I hope it
What's
do.
your favorite song?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to.
Debate. You gotta listen to it a couple more times.
What happened is like when I make music, like some people make a song and then they take it home and ride around to it. I don't do that. People like, let me hear something. I make a song and I pretty much leave it at the studio. Now I do put it on the flash just for safety, but I don't listen to my music until it's time for it to be released.
Okay.
And then because what happens is you listen to all your songs and when it comes out, you're not as excited about it as you should be because you don't played it out. Anything
Or you
can
probably
get
be
old.
feeling like I could have fixed that or I could have did this.
And I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, but I think if I had to pick right now at this very moment, I would say Fuck With Them. And a close second is Alligator Shoes.
Okay.
Like Fuck With Them though, like I made that record maybe a day before we turned it in to get mixed. So that record was recorded probably 5 days before the tape dropped. Like I was like, this tape ain't right. Like I need something like that had
But
that
those
vibe.
sometimes are the best pieces under pressure. Those
I like
are your
that
best
intro.
pieces.
That intro is amazing. I like the what is it? Down for you.
Yeah.
Down for you, and then the one after that is like what is it?
Too much.
Too much.
So we're gonna go back to what was
Fuck
it?
with it.
Fuck With Them, yeah, because I want like Fuck With Them. I needed something to talk about like me and the black owned boys.
Yeah.
And it got that vibe like to it. Like that's why I started off like showed up, guilt and talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to shout them out and it just got that vibe about my team and I really like that record. And then I forget the song that you had just brought up, but.
That was the Fuck With Them, and then I did the Down for You.
Oh yeah. Then Down For Me, that was a real song. Basically, just recently I was talking to some chick that I actually turned out the light. You feel me? And she was just telling me like, open up to me. Like, you feel me? I can't do that. I can't do that.
He like that type shit. You gotta excuse him, Macho. He like that name.
Nah, that's cool.
Shit.
I don't want to name drop because that person is probably watching. And music is to be listened to. I want you to put yourself in that situation. Like I don't want you to think about her when you listening to that record.
I like to have visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
but you probably, I mean, I don't know, you probably don't even know her. You know what I mean? But long story short, she kept asking. She wanted me to open up to her, you feel me? Because I mean, I'm a closeout person for the most part. And it takes a while because of, like I said, my childhood, letting people in.
But at the same time, when you're a closed out person, do you expect people to open up to you?
That's a good question. And no, the answer is no. I think people can feel when I'm opening up to them, and in return they'll open up to me. But because I'm a genuine person, I may not be opening up to you, but I'm genuine, so people open up, and then they expect for me to return. Right. So I had a person just asking me about opening up, and I was, I don't think I was really opening up the way they wanted me to.
Asked.
And then I opened up, and then I felt like I got played.
Yeah.
So I made Down For Me. You feel me? Like, cause you say you down for me, but really you ain't.
Some people just be nosy.
Yeah, man.
Just want to know your business. Something wrong?
Yeah, we good now.
So how you and all the like the black owned boys? How y'all meet and stuff like that? How did that come in?
The mic, they can't hear you.
Hello.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just messing with you, bro.
I mean, I was talking to him like this. So,
Yeah, they probably couldn't hear you. Nah, what you say?
Shit, how do y'all meet? Like, how do you and all the black owned boys meet? How do y'all do that?
Good question. I met most of the crew through Merc and Gil. I met Gil maybe 10, 15 years ago. And I met him through one of my best friends. Shout out to Freaky. You know what I mean? But I met Gil through him, and I knew Merc when we were kids, but we didn't hang with each other. We just had overlapping crews, like people that he was cool with.
Mutual friends.
Exactly. So we was always like, what's up? It was always love, but we never really hung. Then I moved to New Orleans, and when I came back, I met up with Merc, and we just happened to be vibing one day at some event, and I was telling him, like, look, I came back just to do music. Like this after school, after everything, like I was gonna drop everything just to make music before the Black Owned brand. And I told him what I wanted to do, make music. He was like, that's crazy that you say that, because I want to be in like PR. Like I want to promote. I'm a hustler. Like, so I'm like, well, shit, I don't got nothing to lose, and you don't got nothing to lose. Like, let's do this music. So I dropped the tape, Can't Rush Perfection. It wasn't, in my eye, it wasn't really good work. But Merk believed in it so much that he was making people buy the CD, and I knew then, like, me and Dude gonna get some money together. And since then, that was 2011. So since then, me and Merk been rolling. You feel me? Rolling hard. So and then Merk introduced me to a lot of the other people in the team, and a lot of these people I knew because, like I said, Cincinnati small, we just didn't hang. And then you know, but just our bond has grown in these last 5 years building the brand because everybody lived for the brand. Like they put themselves like up for the brand when we need them, and it's hard not to love somebody who love what you love. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm lucky. Like I got a team of people that's ready. Like right now, you know what I mean? Wish they could do more. So that's how the Black Owned Boys came about. And now we branched out. Like we got people like who spend a lot of money with us, who now, you know, they just, and we got other people who just like be around enough. Like, you know, if you really just embody the brand, you believe in it like we do, you a Black Owned Boy. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like this brand belongs to the city. Like we just happen to be the faces of it, but it's a Cincinnati thing.
How y'all come up with the name and stuff? Like I thought the name hot. Like then y'all got the EST with the triple X and all that. How y'all come up with that?
You know what? Like me and Merk, like I said, we've been hustling together. Before Black Owned, we was hustling together. You feel me? And we went through a situation, and in that situation, I realized that I was losing control, losing ownership of my own life. Like I felt like I always had it together up until this moment, this time period, when me and Merk was going through these things, and it just I was driving down Hamilton, and at this time I was like, I gotta make a transition. I gotta take ownership back, and I wanted to have another clothing line. I always said it, and I had this moment like, you know, I gotta take back ownership, and I was like, damn, I'm Black, and I want ownership of my life, and I want other people to feel the same way. And what better way to promote that state of mind than clothing? Like because we taught that Blacks spend, you know, the top 3 things we spend our money on is fashion, hair products, and baby products. Like amongst the African American group. So fashion made the perfect sense. Like promote this, and other people gonna fall behind. Like we gotta stop being behind so much as a people. And at the time, I was getting a lot of backlash on it. You know what I mean? But I called Merk, like, this is what I want to do. He like, huh? Why? But shit, if that's what you want to do, you know what I'm for, so let's do it. And we ain't turned back since. You know what I mean?
What kind of backlash was you getting for it?
I mean, like,
Yup,
I was getting a lot of calls, man. Like, we've received hate mail. We've gotten
still, like y'all still get it, or
we don't really get hate mail now, man. It's a lot of love. Like, to be honest, I mean, you're gonna always have a little bit of hate, but we don't even have to fight those battles. Like our supporters fight those battles. Like if you get online and say something bad about us, somebody probably gonna check you before we even get the message. Yeah. So, I mean, but we was getting calls from like Black people. Yeah. Like, why you doing this? Y'all starting trouble. You know what I mean? And that's that old mentality. You know what I mean? That we gotta be submissive.
Like avoid it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we not a submissive people. Like we bold by nature. Like, you know what I mean? That's just our nature. You know what I mean? You get Black guys in a room and look how they get. You know what I mean? People like, is there something going on? Nah, it's just us.
We just chilling.
Yeah, we just chilling. We talking loud, we shaking hands, but that's just our nature. You feel me? Yeah. So we was getting calls about it, like, why y'all starting this? Why would y'all do this? People are gonna be upset, and I'm like, what's really racist? Because a lot of people argument was that it was racist, but I kept, you know, pushing like, what's racist about anything being Black owned? If you break it down to its most simplest form, like if you say this place here is Black owned, what's racist about that? Because Walmart and Target and all these other places and Izzy's and these white owned establishments, you don't have to say it, but we know it. Yeah. So we kept pushing that. And we fought. That first 2 years was a tough thing, but the thing that got us through was the love in Cincinnati was so crazy. Like, I want to support these guys, like because they could be doing something else. And to be honest, we were doing other things, you feel me? And they could be doing something else, but this is what they decided to do, and look where we at now, you know what I mean? So, shout out to Merk, Gil, Tone, Keish, I mean, the list goes on. Candy, if I don't shout her out, she gonna call me when we leave. but it's really, we have a big team, and I can't even name everybody, you know, but the 4 core guys, you know, myself, Merck, Gil, and Tom, like we.
A lot of people don't understand.
Cool. Like the 19XX part, I'll explain first because it's simple. When we started, I was wearing a lot of brands, and I don't even want to say the names, but you know, most brands have like the name of the designer and then the year that designer was born. And I feel like when you put that on, shit, you basically stamp with that person, which is cool if they dope. But I wasn't. Everybody was. I wasn't born in, you know, 67, or everybody wasn't born the year that I was born. So I didn't want to like make it so personalized that it was only for me. I wanted, when people wore it, I wanted them to feel like, you know, put your year on that XX. That's really all that means. So if you was born in 1992, you could just fill it in like this your brand. So that was the whole XX thing. I kind of wanted to leave it open just so when you wear it, you know, like this my joint. As far as what black owned mean, like when we started, I was so hyped to explain it all the time. And then I realized, like, only us. They only expect explanations from us. Like, what are you doing and why are you doing it? Like, we never ask, like, we don't understand anything about polo, the game of polo. Man, show me a black person that we around on a regular that can tell you how to keep score. We don't know, but we love a polo shirt. Something about it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But with us, we don't question like, what does polo mean? How do you play it? But we ask like, what does black owned mean? You feel me? Black owned mean, like, you know, just really, it's just ownership of yourself. Like, it's a state of mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just happen to be black. I got ownership of what's going on around me, and so do they. So we all black owned. So, and then, you know what I mean? It just, and we always talk about that state of mind because naturally when you hear it, you're gonna think about black owned, the root of that, you know what I mean? And when you think about the root of that, it makes you think like, should I really be trying to contribute? It's nothing wrong with being pro-black, like absolutely not. And I won't let anybody tell me that it is. Like I can be, go on my Facebook, I got friends, I went to an all-white school, and these people that I'm gonna be friends with for the rest of my life, but I'm pro-black, and they know that. Just like I expect for them to be pro-white. Like, I want to preserve my culture. So black-owned it is, you feel me? So, I mean, but at the basis when we started, I really just wanted to take back ownership. And I thought it was a clever play on black-owned for me to be black, have ownership, you know what I mean? And to be honest, psychologically, like, it's done a lot more than what we originally thought it would do. Because now, 5 years later, this black-owned thing is a big thing now. Like, when we started black-owned, nobody was really trying to push for that. But now you got like dope artists like Solange, like making whole albums get around that vibe of being together, you know what I mean? And we just happen to be at the one of the younger group of men at the forefronts of that. And I feel like, you know, it's older people who own that because they had to go through so much, but young people not really. And we represent that, you know what I mean? So hopefully I answered that question.
That's perfect.
No, that was a great explanation, and that's what I feel like a lot of people take to the brand because of the name of it. The original, like the first thing you see is black on, like damn, that's dope. And then the quality of the clothes, like it's not, it's a clothing line I feel like that's built from scratch. Like when you see black on, it's not like a clothing brand that somebody bought t-shirts and then just put their logo on it.
Definitely.
It's just like something that y'all built like it was designed.
And it makes you feel like you're a part of something. You know, when you wear it, it makes you feel like, you know, I'm not just by myself, I'm a part of something. But quality, no, these niggas done came a long way, because I done bought some shit out the trunk that could.
This link and watch this and see that.
Yeah.
And be inspired because we started like that. You know what I mean?
Outside
like she been with us
for a while.
Since the beginning. And when you say like, you know, it's something that we designed, like when we started, man, we were selling Hanes t-shirts, Hanes sweatshirts, because that was our first garment, a black Hanes sweatshirt. And we used to buy them at a Target because they had a quality sweatshirt, Hanes. They did. Only thing is, it had that big red Hanes stamp inside. And I still, this morning I was about to go work out, and somehow I came across one, and I took a picture. I got it on my phone. I was like, that's crazy. And you know, and then after that, we were experimenting on different wholesale brands, because when you first start, you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
How to make a garment, none of that. So what you do, you buy stuff. So we went through a lot of Gildans and a lot of Hanes, and that's just part of the story. You feel me? And now we're to the point where we have the resources to be able to design this jacket, sketch it out, put it in a tech, get your tech pack together, and send it off, pick your fabrics, everything that you want to do, and make a garment that like this person, if you buy this jacket, 10 years from now, you can get this jacket to your son. It's a bomber, you know what I mean? Like this jacket right here, the quality, when people, they know, like they legit. And that was our goal too, like, because a lot of brands that have a message, quality isn't their thing. The message is their thing, which makes sense. Like if you selling a message, sell the message. If you selling quality, sell quality. And we wanted to have both. Like from very early stages, we knew we just didn't have the resources. We want to have a message and we want to make dope stuff. Like how crazy would that be? Like you got a brand that speaks something to me, but I'm also fly. Like, you know what I mean? So,
and separation.
Because when we first started, we wanted to, there was garments on the market that we liked, that we wanted to wear. Like we want to dress like this, but we don't have those things. And it was hard for us because I've been wearing black on every day for 5 years straight. If you catch me without black on, I give you $500. Kid you not. Straight every day. And people's like, why you wear it every day? Why you gotta wear it every day? Why not?
Yeah, like,
what if it's that day somebody, an investor, I'm coming out of Starbucks, which I'm always, and somebody see it and ask me about it and be like, look, I know this guy, so-and-so. You never know when your moment gonna come. So I'm ready if it do. So I've been wearing it for 5 years straight, and I remember it was times where I wanted to put on something else, but I wouldn't, because I'm like, well, this my brand, so this what I'm gonna do. And I've seen younger guys come behind us, and they're still fascinated with some of those mainstream brands so much that they would put it before their brand. And to me, I'm like, you're kicking yourself, because once again, we back to that same model. Like, if you don't believe in it, I don't believe in it. Like, you can't sell me a car that you won't drive. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, we wasn't always at this level of quality, and we still got a ways to go, which is crazy. You know what I mean? We do well in Cincinnati, but Cincinnati is just a piece of the world. Yeah. So we would like to be jumping in DC, Chicago, Miami, LA, all at once, and we do have small presence in each of these spots. But not like Cincy. Cincy has really held us together. Yeah,
this is the home. This is the home of it. And I've seen a couple of times that you posted about Atlanta. Is there a black-owned shop coming to Atlanta, and if there is, when?
The answer is yes. Atlanta is a great market for any black business. Like, you know what I mean? We've been building momentum to do it, which I spent a lot of time in Atlanta. I actually live between Cincy and Atlanta right now. But it just takes time. Like, it takes time, it takes capital, it takes resources. You can't just, do it. Like what we did here, we didn't open a store for 3 years. We were in business 3 years before we opened the store. And that's because once you open that store, you got overhead. Yeah. You know what I mean? And now you got to put that in with the rest of the costs. So that out the trunk thing that we were doing made so much sense for us, because we like, what we can do is put it in our trunk. We already own these cars. We own these Hondas. Yeah. Put it in our trunk.
Say we own these Hondas.
Ride around, straight up. Ride around. If you call us, we're going to come through. You feel me? And we're going to get you the product. And then it got to the point where we were missing more money than we can actually get. And also it was safety issues, because we went from the trunk and then we turned Merck apartment into our store. Yeah. So, and people who know the story know, like, bruh, he's a selfless person. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even lie. I'm so particular about my place where I live. Privacy. That I wouldn't have been able to do it. But like literally, he moved out his furniture, put in racks, and like a store. We had racks in Merck apartment.
And you could call him probably like if you going out at like 12:30, you'd be like, I'm on my way. I need a hat. All right, well, hurry the fuck up. I'm gonna be waiting for you. Come in there at 1 o'clock, get you a whole fit. Like,
Right.
You
That's
can't
dope.
do that
Yeah,
with
so-
nobody else.
And that's the thing, like that's all part of the story. You feel me? And like I said, Merc would be asleep. You'll call and you be like, look, I'm trying to do this. I'm about to go out of town. I don't have people call me at 4 in the morning and I'll pick up and be like, they're like, is this Black? I'm like, yeah. Do you know what time it is? They're like, yeah. I hate to call you, but I'm going to Vegas in the morning. I gotta rep my city. If you that passionate about what I'm doing, I'm getting my ass up. Mm-hmm. Now I know in some people's mind they like, oh no, you calling me at 4 a.m. You out your mind. Like that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
But then again,
If somebody got the audacity to do it.
think about what type of customer you create when you're willing to go that far for a person. When they get back, they tell one they gonna tell their friends like, girl, you won't believe I called Means at 4 in the morning. He came and met me and brought me something.
Most of us gonna start calling you at 4 in the morning on a regular now.
Well, now it's hard to call me at 4 in the morning. Like everybody used to have our numbers, but now like they don't have our numbers. Like the core customers still got it, but now they got the store number. So if you call me at 4 in the morning about Black owned, I probably really know who you are.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, my time is different now. I'm torn between so many different things now. The music, Black owned, personal life. That if you call me that late, I'ma ask that magic question. And the magic question is like, okay, how much do you really wanna get? Because if you gonna call me at 4 in the morning and be like, I'm about to come get a bandana, I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
It's not even worth it.
like, now I want to get you this bandana. Don't get me. I got the same mentality, but it's like, well, now we got a place for you to actually come and shop. So if you didn't know that you needed this between 11 and 9 p.m., like, damn, that's crazy. But you know what I mean? I still make moves, man. Like, if you really let me know it mean that much to you, I'm gonna come.
You gonna make it happen.
Yep.
So go ahead.
So I know y'all had got that sweatsuit, that Rick Ross sweatsuit. Like, did he wear it in the video or something like that? How did that come about? Like y'all linking up with him and him making that purchase and then naming the sweater after him or whatever?
We gave Rick Ross that outfit in March
of
2016, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was by way of one of the Black owned boys, Deal. Shout out to Deal. Just want to make sure I say that. But Deal had some connections, got it to him, and we gave it to him, and we thought he was gonna wear it because we like, this dope. Ross gotta wear this.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't wear it until you saw it. You know what I mean? So it's like by the time he wore it in November or whenever that was, them sweatsuits long sold out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But when people see Ross, like we had it in our store, and most of our items last about 2 weeks, 10 to 12 days. Depending on the garment, you know what I mean? But that sweatsuit sat for about 2-3 weeks. Nobody, we sold them, but I'm like, it didn't sell out in a day. But once Ross wore it,
everybody coming.
The whole world was calling, like, I want the one Ross had on right now. So,
that's crazy, that influence that it has. Like, and it's the same sweatsuit that was sitting there.
It really
but now that you see somebody else wearing, it's like, oh, I gotta have it.
That's why you gotta watch how you promote what you're promoting, your brand within yourself and everything. You gotta watch that because you don't know who's watching you and who's admiring that. Like my little cousin, she was calling, and I think she like in junior high school, and she asking for like the 2 pieces and stuff. And I'm thinking like, you don't need to even wear that.
Right.
But at the same time, I can't tell, I can't tell you that. Like if she asking, clearly your parents done told you allowed. So I'm like, I sent her the address and told her come and get it. But at the same time, it's just how you wear it. Like, just, you don't know who watching. So
we go through that on a regular. Like we have items in the store. And like I said, they'll be there for a few weeks. Mm-hmm. And we have quick turnover. I know that sounds quick to some people who know about fashion. Like stuff might be in for a whole season, but we run on a different schedule. But people will see us out and they'll be like, see, you wear all the exclusive stuff. And I'll be like, actually, bro, this has been in the store for the last 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. It's not really until they see you wear it or see it, somebody with it, that they look up to, or they might, hit like they style that now they want it. And of course, when Ross do something, he's a major influence in hip hop music, so people wanted it. And when it happened, we weren't ready because we had no idea he was gonna put it on. But that next day we had, our emails was crazy, our DMs was crazy. We missed a lot of money because we didn't know.
Right, no one ready.
And we tried to act quick. I think we got the suits in 10, 12 days later, because we went through production. We cut our normal production to produce those suits. And when we did, we followed up with everybody. And of course, you know, you get a third of those people, but a lot of that is impulse. I saw Ross in it, I want it now.
Yeah, I gotta have it.
I gotta have it now. But yeah, when somebody famous wear your stuff, really, man, like, if they don't at you, it really
defeats the purpose.
Exactly, because you might see somebody in something, but if you don't know where to go, and it's not really validating, it's just like, I got it on. It is a form of validation, but when you say like, Black On hook me up with this, now they coming, you know what I mean? And Ross did a player move, like he shot the Buy Back the Block video. We DM'd him about it, and he read the DM, but he didn't respond. So being me, I sent him more DMs. Like,
right,
you read it?
Reading it.
Yeah.
So let me
see it.
I'm reading it. I'm like, you know, can we send you 2 Chainz, Gucci some stuff for the video, because it's perfect. What you saying, Buy Back the Block, Black On, and like them things, that's the same thing. And I guess it's a feel good moment, like something that started out your trunk, small idea. Now you know you have one of the biggest artists in the game wearing it, and it makes you feel good. But you know, like I said, that those moments you got to take them in, enjoy them, and keep it moving.
Is that the best Black On moment that you've had so far?
No.
What's the best Black moment?
The one that I can pull from right now, the best Black On moment I had, besides, like, it's really the kids. You know what I mean? Like, we had these two
Black On Kid Party? Is that the one you was about to say?
The Black On Kid Party, that was dope.
I seen that.
That's amazing, because that kid told that was even like crazier. And I think one of the young cats named Diego, and the other little cat gonna kill me because I don't remember his name right now. But anyway, they come in on a regular Black History Month. For Black History Month, they wanted to do their project on Black On. Now, mind you, we're not necessarily Black history just yet, but we in the process of that. We making that history. And I think that what his mom told us, that the teacher didn't want to let him do the project, because she like, pick somebody Black history, like, you know what I mean? But after they stayed on it, she let them do it. So they did a whole Black History Month project on us. And it just, man, like, to
That's
know
amazing.
that these kids are being influenced like that much, like I said, we could be doing other things right now, and we touching these lives like that. That means that we doing something worth mentioning. And as my nephews and when I have kids, you know what I mean, I know that this will be a part of their life too. So it's special to know that not just the adults are being reached by this, the kids are, and they may not understand it completely at this very moment, but in time they'll know exactly what they're supporting. And they'll live their lives better than we live in our lives, as it relates to supporting Black-owned businesses, being more brotherly, more sisterly. You know what I mean? Really, like, knocking the hate off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the hate is weak. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it don't get you nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Love, the only really thing that's gonna really, you know what I mean, bring you on. Yeah. So if the kids is touched by what we doing, then shit, I'm good. You feel me? Like,
I feel like now our generation, like, as we speak, has been opening up a lot of doors just to show people, like, you don't have to steer towards sports, or, you know, you don't have to steer towards a trade. You know what I'm saying? You can entrepreneur. Our generation is really taking over being entrepreneurs, and that's also showing the younger people, because that's not what my dad was teaching. You know, I don't know if that's what y'all mom and dad was teaching, but my dad, like, you go to school, you go to college, you get a job, you get a trade, and that was it. It ain't nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So they having a hard time with me doing all these different things. They like, what are you doing? You know, like, but I'm like, I'm doing what makes me happy. I'm going on my path, and I'm going to succeed, because sit back, I got y'all. But you know, everybody moves at their different pace. But the kids, to make like a report on y'all, that's something they like. Oh, so they own their own business, they own their own story. You're not hearing them talk about that in our history books. Like, that's never what they're going to press the issue on. So
it's a process.
It's a great moment.
It's a process. Like, you make a good point. Like, our parents wanted us, their parents wanted them to go to school, really not even go to school, graduate from high school, get a trade or get a job, work hard, take care of your family, and let that be that.
Yeah.
And then, like, our parents kind of got that same speech. And then with us, you know, we like, The jobs.
Fuck that.
Fuck
Yeah.
them. In the voice of Merc, man, fuck them jobs.
Man,
you know what
you hear me?
I ain't knocking nobody who got no job because entrepreneurship ain't for everybody.
It's not.
You know what I mean? But what I will say is it's a process because what we battle with is that we don't have people in our family, in our lineage that can tell us how to run a business.
Definitely.
So we struggle a lot on a daily basis with figuring
The
these
whole
things
steps.
out. Right, because down the line we've been told just get a job. So we know nothing about having our own.
Yeah, we cannot be employees.
Exactly. We know how to be good employees,
Yeah,
man.
motherfuckers know how to show
But
up.
we really
And then
don't
just do
because
what
we don't
told.
like working for people. Like we don't like listen. You know,
Yeah.
like, we don't
A lot
like
of people say that. That's
being
the-
demanded. You know, so
that kind of irks me about our generations. A lot of people will say like, I don't like having a boss. I don't like, you know what I mean, having to
But
go
you
to
don't
work
wanna
every
be a
day.
boss.
But yeah, exactly. They don't want to be a boss or they don't do anything to be a boss. Like they don't create anything on their own. They don't take steps to do that. Like I hate people that just talk about it but don't really want to put it into action because it's people who really do want to do it and it's like
Fear of failure.
Yeah, and you're watering it down.
I think what, like you said, like you talked about, our generation is making those moves. Our generation is making those moves that our kids and their kids, they'll be light years ahead. You know what I mean?
Man, they're gonna be amazing.
They'll be real live entrepreneurs because they'll be able to call, my uncle or my father had a business, my grandfather had a business, and because of that, they can lean on us for support, answers, direction, all of that. You know what I mean? And it'll make them better business owners than we are. And we're decent, we're learning. But yeah,
the tools and stuff they're gonna have is gonna be completely
and that's what we
on
do it
another
for.
scale.
They need that though.
And I talk, on the tape, I said, I gotta leave it for my grandsons. I own more than just to say I had it handsome. Like, that's just a play on the fact that, like I say, I'm gonna have grandkids, they'll be handsome, but I own more than that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And that's what this whole, trip journey is
Drop
about.
this knowledge on them.
Yeah. I gotta listen to the tape.
Knowledge.
It ain't just something you could just play and be like, okay, you gotta really try to listen. Because that's the kind of music I make. Like,
Yeah, like I appreciate that about our generation. The fact that we're laying the bricks for the further generations. That's what I feel like I want my life to be. Like if I fail at something, I want my kids or my nephews or whatever to know why I did it so that they don't make those same mistakes. Instead of just teaching them to be employees or to just go to work, like to just go to college and just hope everything will be okay. Like I feel like they need to know exactly what steps to take, or if I can pass something down to them so that every generation don't have to start at zero.
right.
That's what like really irks me is like when every generation starts at zero, but in different cultures it don't start like that. Like motherfuckers are born with the trust fund or born with the business that's in their name or born into millions, and that we start every generation at zero. And I feel like that's
Selfish.
it's selfish, and it's like I feel like it's irresponsible. Like even if your life you don't want to be an entrepreneur, you can save to where like, all right, well if my kids want to, they got something to it that they don't have to start at zero.
Right.
Like pass something down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I've had moments in my life where I was angry, like with my mother, because I felt like, damn, like I really had to get it out the mud. You know what I mean? Because when I became an adult, like to be honest, like I said, I was doing other things as a youngin' and as older, so I always had a little cheese, but it wasn't nothing to really make no big difference. Like I always had a car and the best clothes, but it wasn't nothing really to turn over no real leaf. Like, and with that being said, like we go back to the process. Like it's up to our generation now to be so dope that when our kids start, they got something to lean on. So with even what y'all doing right now, this is a form of entrepreneurship because y'all doing this. You feel me? Like it's not like y'all got a boss and y'all coming in and he's setting it up and then he leave. Y'all make sure it's going cool and y'all report to them. Like y'all are doing this yourselves. Y'all had the vision, the ideas. Like we got microphones in here, we got cameras, we got lights. Like it seems simple to you because you in the midst of it. And sometimes that's the way black owned is to me. That's the way music is. Like because I do it on a regular, it don't seem like much.
Yeah.
But then you get to talking to somebody and then they let you know that they appreciate what you're doing, and you realize that like, damn, I am doing something.
And that's crazy because I had that moment this week, and it was like someone had just texted me like, yo, like the Big Vern episode was dope, like I love what y'all doing. I text out of nowhere like,
right.
I've only met this person once or twice, and we exchanged numbers like on some like just networking thing, and I got a text, and then I just really had to stop and think like, well, what
was it a girl?
Nah.
Nah, this messing with you, bro.
But he just said
before
that
we
it was
started,
dope.
man, you was on needles, bro. So I just got to keep you sharp.
I appreciate that. Like, I stay on my P's and Q's.
That's
and
what's
certain
up.
people. You feel me? But
good,
it was just like I feel like that's something that like I struggle with, and a lot of people in our generation struggle with, is that when you are doing something, you don't really want to like
boast about it.
Yeah, boast about it, or you don't really want to live in the moment because sometimes you get satisfied with like, oh, but shit, I did what I do. Like people love it. I don't gotta make it better. Like I'm good. So that's why sometimes like I don't even want to think about it. I just like to keep working, just keep my head down and just work, and then just look up like every once in a while. So for that moment was dope.
And I commend you. Like I told you that already. People ask us all the time, like, how do you feel that people wear your clothes? Like 5 years later, and it still hasn't sunk in. Like I still haven't had that moment where I see somebody in it and I just like go crazy, like because I'm so excited. Because I guess in the mind we're not used to really having much, so we don't really attach ourselves to it. We don't claim it the way other people may know. Like, this my right. It's my right to be doing something dope. It's my right to be bringing in revenue on my own. It's my right. You know what I mean? But we don't look at it that way. We feel like at any given moment it can be taken away. And that's all part of the, you know, the process of deprogramming yourself to think like that. One, take ownership too. And then like, you know, just remember that you gotta appreciate the moments. Nothing really is promised. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But definitely, like, you know, it's hard to really just like bask in those moments when you know it's still work to be done.
And it's because like when you the owner, when you do it, you always thinking about like the end goal, like of where you want it to be, where you think it should be. So you're like, damn, like y'all fucking with it now, and I haven't even got it to where it's going to be. So I feel like that was a dope moment. A question I want to ask, because I feel like I've heard it in a lot of conversations, and I've heard you explain it before, but I would like for you to explain it again. When people complain or if people say something about black-owned prices, can you explain that? Because a lot of people expect to get like the quality that you named at like a $20 or like a $20 hoodie or $20 jackets.
That's a good question. I'm so glad you asked that question.
I got you.
Damn, bro, you on fire.
I'm gonna say, even though you try to throw me under the bus, I got your back.
I would never, bro. Like,
you try to.
I'm keeping you sharp.
All right.
That's important.
That's how you look at it.
Nah, man, look. But yeah, all right, so people you still got some people who gonna complain. Man, that's black people, bro. Like, just to be honest,
in
like,
a nutshell,
black people, like, we hustlers. We finessers. Like, why do you think these words are in our culture so much? Because that's who we are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in slave times, they gave us the bad part of the pig. What we do? We make chitlins, we make pig feet, we make whatever. You feel me?
You still eat chitlins?
I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. To answer your question, but what I'm saying is we know how to take something bad, turn it into good, or we always looking to turn something into what we want it to be. You feel me? That's just like what black people, that's the way we are as consumers. Like, you know, like something might be like 50. We're gonna walk up to the register like, let me give you 30. You know what I mean? And you like,
that's 20.
You know what I mean? It's like
switching tags and shit. Like, it's a $20 tag.
Exactly.
I found this on the $20 rack.
Right. So black people always looking for a bargain or finesse in a situation. So when we first launched the store and we started doing cut and sew pieces, man, people don't want one. We buy our fabric here in the United States. We make our garments here in the United States. Only thing we don't make in the United States is our outerwear, because it would be outrageous to make those things here. But like our garments, like shirts, outfits, like what she's wearing, like we made that here in the United States. That comes with the cost. You know what I mean? You can send it to China and mass produce it, but they have MOQ. What they have MOQ is like minimum order quantities. So they want you to order so many of something, and that's how you get that price of like $3 for that whole set. You got to order 5,000, 10,000, and when you're as small as we are, you can't do that. Like you don't have the capital, right? It don't make sense. But as far as pricing, I think at first people complained about our prices because in this market in Cincinnati, like there's not really a fashion market here. Like, you know what I mean? We're growing in that direction, but Cincinnati is not known for fashion. Like we're known for being behind. Like not knocking anybody, but
that's the
like
truth.
We still wear like some of the things that in other cities they moved off on, you know. And I don't want to call it out because I don't want to offend anybody. But
I want you to call it out, Macho.
I won't.
All right, when we cut the cameras off, I want to hear.
Nah, I mean like, but like a lot of the stuff that we were doing 5 years ago, 3 years ago, people would be like, man, why you got on that? Like metrosexual, you know, or whatever it may be. And I'm like, damn, I'm doing me. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like, and now I see what you call street guys. Now they dressing like how we was dressing. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, bro, got on some skinny jeans. Yeah. And I remember he was like going ham. You know what I mean? Now he can't take them off. Just like Jigga. You know what I mean? I love Jigga. You feel me? But you know, I remember he had a problem with it. Yeah. And then he wore a pair on the internet.
That was crazy.
You wear it, then you realize like, damn, these $200 sneakers I got on show all the way while I got these jeans on.
They fit better.
It just makes everything look better for real. Because now we look back.
I think it's a mental thing too. Like the whole, that's too tight.
It's a personal thing, I think.
Like, wear that shit. You wearing it.
Exactly.
Who cares?
But to not get away, as far as pricing is, man, like our prices are no higher. Actually, we stay below the market for street apparel. Like we, like LA, Atlanta, DC, we know what the market is. We have to know what the market is. Like to buy this bomber in LA, like while I'm in LA, I'm looking at bombers, they like $225 for less. You're getting less, but you're paying for, you know, the name, the perception, and other things, you know what I mean, the quality. But no one is going to complain out there because they're ahead in the culture. So here, when people aren't used to paying that price, of course they're going to complain. But what you do is, you know, you have that talk with your customer. Like, look, this isn't H&M. So where you can go to H&M and get a bomber jacket that's dope. I can't lie, they got dope stuff with patches, whatever you want, and it may be $50. And then our joint is like $175. You like, dang. But you got to understand, like, these big companies are able to do a lot more, and the quality is different. Like, the quality different. You know, black owned, we level up against some of these bigger companies because their goal is not to deliver you top quality. Their goal is to deliver you something dope that you're going to get a wear out of. You know, like, because, you know, I'm going to wear this a couple times and then I'm going to put it, I paid $40 for this jacket. So people do complain about our prices. But for those people, I don't think our brand is for them. My price is my price. You feel me? And I stand by my price. Damn, that sounds like the movie. What's the Frank Lucas? Like I stand by my price. You feel me?
I like how you shit it on the nicely. I like that. You feel me? Like if you don't pay the price, this ain't for you. I like how you said that.
Right. I mean, but that's real though.
It's true though. You're not gonna go in there and debate about your shoes.
Like I still shop at some of these big stores. Like I don't wear, cause I buy jeans, I wear undershirts. Like, but as far as like top garments, I'm gonna always have on black on. But I still buy jeans, and I like to spend like $40 on jeans. I don't go buy no jeans for $500. That's, to me, that's ignorance. Then on top of that, if it got something on the butt or something like that, like that ain't me. I don't want to do that. Not for $500. Like for $500. I could do some other things. Like
I'll say it for you, Macho. I know you don't want to shit on people. I do. I feel like robbing jeans is fucking weak. I feel like it's just whack to me, honestly. I feel because you're gonna, like you said, you're gonna spend $500 on it. It's rhinestones everywhere on it, and then it's a piece that you can only wear a certain amount of time.
Right.
Like if you're that into being fly, then you know you can't just keep wearing the same shit. And if I pay $500 for something to wear, I want to wear that shit all the fucking time.
I put a post on my Insta Snap earlier, like the jeans I'm wearing now, like. I posted 3 pair. I got 3 pair of these same jeans. I think I really got like 5 pair, but maybe like a couple pair. I like black jeans. Like Merc always be like, you a black jean hoarder. Like I probably got like 50 pair of black jeans. Well, now I just gave away a bunch of stuff, so I'm probably down to like 20 something pair. But like I paid maybe, you know, $69 for the jeans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and to be honest, that's just what I do. But as far as pricing, like man, people gonna complain when it's not for them.
Yeah.
Like, but like, cause like if you walked in Gucci, or if you walked in Ferragamo and they told you that these shoes was like $2,600, you're gonna be like, man, that's crazy for a pair of shoes. But you gotta think it's somebody out there who gonna come in Ferragamo and be like, how much? Or they might just want them, man. Might not even ask. They get to the register thinking no matter what it is, I want this item. So that's anywhere you got. I mean, as far as pricing, man, that's the least of our issues.
Mm-hmm. Are y'all ever going to like expand into jeans or anything like that? Like, is that part of the vision?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we want to get it to the point where, like, when you come out, like, you got on the whole black on fit. So right now, we playing around with different ideas with denim. We sampling right now with denim. I think we'll probably launch our first denim this summer, shorts. And then in the fall, we'll really, like, pick up on the jeans. We might not, like, jeans is a whole different dynamic because you got so many different cuts. You got boot cut, straight cut, skinny cut, super skinny. Like, you got so many different cuts versus a t-shirt is a t-shirt.
Leave the boot cuts alone.
Like, I already told you that.
Yeah, like,
I like to show my sneakers. Like,
yeah, boot cuts is probably one of the weakest things I've seen.
Bro,
that's something, if you see somebody today, like I tell them, like, bro, you should never ever have on boot cut jeans. Like,
but you know what? You know, it's still one, like, demographic who can pull off a boot. That's New York cats. Like,
ooh, I don't know.
Like they still wear their Timbs. They might have on boot cut. It might not. Man, to be honest, like, it's some women who still like that. You feel me? So, who like, oh, a guy has some boot cut jeans and some Timbs. Like, oh my gosh, like, I love it.
If there's a girl that like dudes that like boot cut jeans, like you said, I'm not for you.
but I don't want to cover up my Jordan 1s. Like, I mean, like, I appreciate showing my kicks, so that's what I do. But I mean, like, you know, you got different strokes.
Yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks. Some strokes should be for no one, as I feel.
I agree, but you know, you gotta let people be them. Like, let people.
So is that something that Black Owned does? Like, are y'all into like just making things for everybody, or do y'all really just make things that you guys will wear?
That's a good question. Early on, we were making what we thought people wanted to buy in this market. And then we dealt with the same issue, like, this ain't how we dress. Let's push the culture. So with that being said, like, we started to slowly move into garments that we would wear. Mm-hmm. And at first, you know, people were like, dang, what's this, bro? Like, this shirt look a little longer than a regular shirt. Like, bro, just put it on, try it on.
Flap on it.
Yeah, we had a shirt with a tail on it with a zipper on it. Like,
I was supposed to come around to that, but I love that shit.
Like, huh? Yeah, at first.
Having a hard time with that.
Yeah, they were having a hard time with it. Like, and I was like, put it on, and then guys was like buying it, and then they'd come back like, bro, everybody was asking me about this shirt. So it's like, now you have a new customer in a new market, and then I started to see some of the you got street brands, and then I guess, I don't know, urban brands.
Yeah.
And then I started to see some of the like urban brands doing it, and I was like, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Because now you seeing like guys off the block with an extended shirt on, and you like, damn, like the times is moving. And we get a lot of stuff late here in Cincinnati. We in the Midwest, like literally in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So it come to the coast probably first from Asia. A lot of, you know, what fashion is inspired by what's going on in Japan. And, you know, just Asian culture, and then we get it here, you know what I mean? And then now it's to the point where the United States has become so dope there. Now we're influencing, because people love hip hop culture all over the world.
Yeah.
You might not support it, but they listen to it. Their kids listen to
it.
Yeah.
So, times is changing though, you feel me?
Yeah.
But Take 10 is out right now though, and I gotta let y'all know that because like Take 10 is out right now.
Yeah, so alright, so Take 10 is out. It's on SoundCloud now. So
it's on SoundCloud. Are
you gonna do anything like, are people gonna be able to purchase it? Are people gonna be able to like put it in a CD player? Yeah,
definitely. We dropped it on SoundCloud on January 6th, and because we promised the people that date. So we dropped Take 10, and we've been getting a good response. Like you said, the plays are moving right now, which is a good thing. I'm getting a lot of love. Like, music is like taking your shirt off for the first time in front of people. You know what I mean? Because you're making yourself vulnerable to people to comment about what you got going on or what you made public. Now, you know, it used to be like you drop a tape, if it was whack, nobody got it, fine. Now we live in the days of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the internet is relentless. So if you drop something that's weak, they gonna let you know. So the tape drop is good. I love the project, you feel me? It took me a time, like people have been waiting on tape 10 for a long time. But really like this version of tape 10 really just happened in the last 6 months. And it'll be on iTunes like next week. And then we got hard copies coming early next week. And then we're doing a dope like tape 10 live session. Like live, playing it live, recording live. Kind of like a listening party, really, but it's gonna be at Privilege. That's on Tuesday, January 31st. So we're gonna be promoting that heavy like here, like this next week, like because we wanna get everybody out, because I go to other cities and I see events like this and it moves you. Because it's like, look at all these young creatives in here. Now, we all may not come to hear tape 10, for real, but you know it's going to be dope people there who you want to rub shoulders with. And this is going on when I'm in LA, when I'm in Atlanta. And I'm pushing for this live session to be that, like a collective of young creatives coming to hear good music, because it's not going to just be me. I got some people in mind who I want to put on the bill, who I need to, you know, get them on board, which I don't think will be an issue with everything we have going on. But we're going to make it dope, you feel me? Obviously, sponsored by Black Owned, always. Privilege is Black Owned, so it makes perfect sense. So the live session going to be crazy, though. So that's what we on. Like, and we're going to push tape 10. I just decided today that on, you know, Valentine's Day, I want to drop something. I think it's going to be just 5 songs. I want it to be mellow. It ain't gonna be love songs, because I don't make love songs. Like, not saying like it's nothing bad with it, but it's gonna have that vibe to it. You know what I mean? Where, you know, you can listen to it. Probably feature a couple artists on there. We got today myself and M80 chose who we want to have on it. So we're gonna just drop something for Valentine's Day too. We're gonna keep the music. Like, while I'm out, I'm gonna be in y'all face. Like, I've been getting some interesting messages. Like, somebody told me today, like, before this tape I wasn't a believer, but now I am. Like, come on, like that shit, that's what I'm here for.
I want you to explain to everybody why tape 10 has 11 songs. We talked about it before, but I want everybody to hear.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you getting me back, ain't you?
Hey, no.
Hey, that's what's up, though.
We can go to Macho.
Nah,
I'm just fucking.
I'd rather not, man. Pretty simple guy, man. I'd rather not. But to answer your question, it was always the concept to have 10 songs. Originally, we were going to do 10 producers, because I felt like it was enough producers in Cincinnati where I could put 10 producers on there, give everybody they shine, I do my thing, and it be a like dope project. And if you got 10 people that's on it, I get all their market, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna push it. But when you start to play beats from 10 different producers, it sounds like all over the place. And a tape is supposed to have this cohesion.
Like a story.
Exactly. So that didn't work. So then we got back to the idea of 10 songs. And I knew, like, okay, let me just work with my 2 producers, which is Tony Spokes, who is amazing. You see his name maybe like 5 or 6 times on the tape. And then M80, who is the recording engineer as well as producer. Like, he is the, you know, co-executive producer of my tape. And both of those guys are my brothers, you know what I mean? Like, because they care about my music just as much as I do. And when we were making a tape, we were narrowing it down. And then we got to 11 songs, and we just couldn't lift off any of those songs. Really, we felt like they all belonged. And the last song was supposed to be a bonus. But once we had the soft listening, everybody was like, the ending to, I think it's Stay Up. The ending, the last song, no, Hands Up. The last song, the way that it ends, it just sounds like the tape is going off. It was like, you gotta leave it on there, because it sounds like you just pieced out.
Yeah.
And we were gonna have it as a bonus, which it really is a bonus, because it's 10 songs and then it say +1. So tape 10 got 11 songs. 11 is an awesome number, by the way, you know, if you do your research. But 10 is the number, you know, if you get perfect 10s, that's, if you get somebody give you a 10, that's pretty much perfect. And that's what we was going for with this tape. Like, for people to realize, like, artists out of Cincinnati can make dope quality music about something, we got so many different things going on in Cincinnati. Like we could do it all. Like I got some trap rappers here in Cincinnati that I'll put up against any other trap rapper. You feel me? Like you was just playing Cookie before we came here. Cook LaFleur now.
Yeah.
But like, dude, go hard. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
you got some stuff. Like you got people on that lane. Then you got people that's also on my lane. You feel me? Like, and we got dope artists in the city of Cincinnati. Like shout out to Malio, Bugs the Rocker, man. The list goes on. Like, and I just think like I wanted to show people like we got that. Like we bout that right here in Cincinnati, Ohio. In the next year or two, what's up, Timmy Airborne? In the next year or so though, like you're gonna start to hear like now the Wiz is playing local music on the radio. That's gonna start to catch in other cities. And as that start to catch, like our sound, which some people may think sound like other places, like you remember when remember when Rich Homie Quan came out? Everybody said like he sound like Future. Mm-hmm. And then as you listen, you realize like he don't sound like Future.
Yeah.
Like they sound different. It's just it's
they're both singing and rapping. So
right. You might be doing this, but it sound different. And I think that's what natty music is. Like you might think it sound like something else. Now you do have some artists who just outright be like, this what they doing down there. Well, that's what I'm doing up here because that's what's jumping. Mm-hmm. And that sucks for them.
Designer shit.
Yeah, that sucks for them. I don't even think designers sound like Future, but that's another conversation. It sucks for them because by the time, if you doing something somebody else doing already and they jumping, by the time you get good at it, it done moved on to something else. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you better off staying where you at because it'll come to you if you really got it like that. You feel me? And I got it like that. Like it's gonna come to me. You feel me? And Take 10 is just the drop on these niggas like one up, like let's do this, man. Like let's drop some music, like so. Shit, that's where we at right now.
I'm about to say my last question I have is.
Yeah, you ain't say no questions, like.
He always does like this.
No, I said my last question. I didn't say that.
But you got good questions though. Like, if he didn't ask questions, would y'all?
Yeah.
I don't think so. All right. I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead. What question you got, Luke?
Right, because you don't never say nothing.
Why y'all all on me?
Because y'all sober today
question,
too.
Macho.
Yeah.
That was my man's question.
Nah.
So why you don't think that you're a calculated person?
Calculated? You got. I feel like if you're not calculated, then why are you doing it?
Because where's the spontaneous? I feel like every artist should be some type of spontaneous in you. Like it should be a thrill or some type of roller coaster. And I feel like that just since I've been around you. No, you're not boring. You're not boring. Very interesting because you're mysterious.
Right.
That's what she
But
said.
at the same time, I do feel like that everything with you is very like planned, and that's another thing when you say going back to a perfectionist, which is a good thing. But I feel like all artists are really like they're very unique. So where do you feel like you put that in when it comes to your music? Where do you get to be, unplanned?
I feel like your music is kind of like you though. Like you know what I'm saying, it kind of. Like
he said that. He just said it's.
But I'm saying you sound like
I mean I think I get where you're going. Like as far as
it's not an offended.
No, I'm not taking it like
okay.
at all. As far as like me as a person, you're right. I like that. I'm thinking about stuff all the time. I got that type of like I'm going like this all the time. So calculated. Yeah, I want to know what I'm doing. I'm a Capricorn. I think that's part of
definitely
I am.
They are.
I'm a calculated person. And that helps me in a lot of ways. And of course, it may hurt me in some ways too. But as far as being an artist and being unique, I'm unique because of who I am, my story in itself. That makes me unique. I'm also unique in being if everybody else is unique, as you call it, and I'm calculated, that makes me unique.
So you feel like that makes you stand different from everybody else?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I just wanted to hear what you
I'm just giving you my reply. But I mean,
okay.
I don't know if I really understand. Like, I guess some artists, they just do whatever, like crazy, like say whatever, like
with ad-libs. Like you think
I don't
some people do
ad-lib.
that? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think some people really get in there and they might whatever it is that turns them up. They get in there and they just be like, "Ooh, that sound good." Like how Future came out with all his different ad-libs, how Twista came, what I'm saying? So I just feel like, what do you use? But at the same time, you don't rap about what or how everybody raps. So that also separates you. So
I never like, even when I was younger, like I never really used ad-libs because I felt like what I was saying, and I don't mean to come off in a crazy way, but you asking me to, I felt like what I was saying was strong enough that I didn't need to throw that on there. Sometimes rappers not saying nothing, so you throw a dope ass ad lib in there, like it just turns you up, and he ain't
Like
saying
Migos.
nothing.
You stop saying the verses.
Right, people rapping the ad libs and not the verse. So with me, on the other hand, like when I'm talking about something, if I throw an ad lib on there, you might miss what I'm trying to get to you. So I never ad lib, and it's some other artists that don't ad lib too, you know. But every once in a while, but I mean, I give you a lot of yeahs and Nas and yeah, you know, something like that, like just to insinuate what I'm talking about. But no, I don't drop a verse and then be like, all right, run it back, and then go in there and be like, yeah. Nigga, no. I mean, like.
Do you think you could do what is a battle rapper?
Battle. I used to, man.
Younger.
So you think you're the battle?
Why are you laughing?
Hey, look.
Came up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm a battle rapper.
I became Macho Means because of battle rap. Like, shout out to E-Check, B-Luck, rest in peace, B-Chub. Like, anybody who probably watching this know, like, when I was younger, like, when we were younger, it was time for that. Yeah. Like, shout out to Jack Frost. Like,
because they don't do that no more.
They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
But I think it's like one of those things, like, as you grow, you know, in what you do, you pick up other habits to perfect your craft. And like battle rapping might be like something. I mean, it's a lane for everything. It's different things. Like I'm not a battle rapper, so I don't spend a lot of time trying to battle rap because I'm not gonna be battle rapping nobody.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It could get interesting for other people, and when we were younger, it was that type of aggression. And even when you look, you know, to the history of music, battle rapping was a big thing because everybody was going back and forth, like let's battle. Now it's like I would rather see like make a good song. I'll make a good song in response. That's a form of battle too. Like
that's what they're doing now, like with the Drake and Meek.
Yeah, that's battle. Yeah, that's battle rapping too. You know what I mean? Like so. I mean, like, but yeah, we grew up battle rapping, man. We used to be at the Ritz battle rapping, Vertigo. Like we would stand outside of school.
What did you just say?
The Ritz.
No, what's Vertigo?
Oh, that you don't remember that club? Club
I'm
Vertigo?
not that old.
Oh, I ain't that old either though.
What's up, like
You gotta watch you say it, Rob.
It's okay.
Man. You out on it,
It's
man.
okay.
You did have one bar on the tape 10 where you was like, she gave me head for a black on.
If I have a woman, like you not hanging with me unless you got on black.
Got you, Macho.
Give her a bandana.
Like,
the take 10 black on bandana.
You gotta pay what you weigh out here. You feel me? Like if you're not my woman, you're not getting no free black on. You
Correct.
feel me? We want funds, not buns.
Right.
Black on.
You ever thought about rapping?
No,
but
man.
hey, I can ghostwrite, Macho. I'm trying to tell you, I can ghostwrite off the Hennessy. I can ghostwrite. You feel me? Funds, not buns.
But
we gonna hashtag that.
Man, well,
I definitely think they be tricking for the black on.
I think people be thinking that.
I don't know how many times I got accused of fucking somebody in there.
But
like,
what's
I'm
crazy?
Like, no.
I mean, of course, yeah. That's,
like, no.
But you did have a bar. If you ain't never fucked a black on, boy, you don't know what you missing.
That's my line too. That's one of my favorite. Man, that's my shit.
I listen.
That's crazy. I love that line. Like I be like listening to the song. I would find it.
I heard you almost did a read.
Yeah. What he say? He said Saint Laurent kicks, so you know that I'm Christian. Still ain't fuck the black on boy, girl. You don't know what you're missing. Like that's just so dope to me because it's like, yeah, you don't know what you're missing. Like, but girls might this a funny topic, but girls might trick for black on, but it's not with us. It's like we got guys that come down to the store and they might be like, I mean, I ain't shit.
No, I'm not.
They might be like, yeah,
but you tell us what they don't trick with y'all.
Somebody getting the buns.
No, I'm scared. Somebody might be like, my little friend wants some black on. My little friend wants some black on. I told her I was gonna come down here and get her some. And they, you know, I don't know what the situations are. But
Tell you,
Right,
girls will do a lot for a black
tricking?
Girls will do a lot for a black on sweatsuit. That's all they need.
Because let you tell him it's very pricey.
But you know what's crazy? Man, we just probably lost like 10 customers.
Oh, because the area.
I doubt
They
that.
gonna be like,
You know what's crazy?
It's your fault.
But you gain 20 because dude's like, oh, all I gotta do is buy her a little black on one piece.
Well, you're right.
And she gonna go.
Nah, now the girls gonna be like, you don't think you're gonna buy me no black like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
You can't do that. Bring your mamas, your sisters, your cousins.
Yeah, man, but you know what? We keep it family, like PG, like
it's
what they call it,
everybody.
like family friendly.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Black owned for everybody.
Yeah, man.
Did you go to the party, Eric?
Absolutely, I went to the black owned party.
Did you go to the party?
Mm-hmm.
I went there and I tried to call Kasher, but there was no service in there, and I'm like looking for Kasher, and I seen her.
Did you enjoy the black owned party?
Absolutely.
Like,
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was jumping. It was thick as fuck in there, and we got free pictures.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody, they always be like, it was 10 people with the same shit on. What did you think it was gonna be?
Good comment.
It's like you have to wear it how you're gonna wear it. Stop wearing it. You know, it's not made for them to put it together for you.
Like the anniversary party, like we're pushing. I don't like saying trying. We're pushing to get it to where like it's a like you got birthday bash right in Atlanta. Everybody know like this birthday bash weekend. Everybody packing their bags, they going. We want to get the black owned party to that level where like the anniversary party, like other people in other cities, like people in other cities, they like the black owned anniversary parties this weekend. Like we packing our bags and we going, and where the black owned party just not at one location because now it's like a weekend full of events. You know what I mean? Like black owned anniversary.
I seen y'all do that. I was dope.
And we do a week full of events like educational. We bond, like we show hidden colors. We volunteer, we send shoes to Haiti. You know what I mean? Like I talk about that on Take 10. Like that's not just to say cool shit. Like we really do these things. And but yeah, we want to get it to where it's like even bigger than what it is now because once again, like this for the city. Like if you continue to hate on dope stuff coming up in the city, we ain't gonna never have enough people like it ain't nothing to do in Cincinnati. That's because y'all hated on everything that was coming up.
Or didn't create anything.
Or
like,
didn't even explore.
People like, man, like I hate Cincinnati. I never got like
anything.
Poetry events. Well, put one together.
No, but there's actually poetry.
Yeah, and like
y'all don't do your research.
There's a lot of shit for real that motherfuckers could look at.
Niggas is slow.
And get involved.
No, niggas is
I just got
They're not slow, they're intent. They're cool with what it's just put right in front
They just
of them.
gonna take what they give. I mean, what they give and they just
they're
gonna
not
take.
searching.
Yeah, man. You
Do
know,
some research,
like,
man.
We want to be dead and gone and black on. No, listen.
Okay.
We want to be gone when we're gone.
Okay.
Let me say that because that sounds crazy. You right?
Yeah.
But when we're gone, we want black on to still live, and that takes a lot of work. And you could put in. That's why we're still here. Like we just expanded our store. Like we're gonna be opening up a whole nother side of our store now. You know what I mean? So now we're gonna be double the size. And to start where we started and to be doing that now, like it's crazy. But once again, I say like you can't do anything without support. In Cincinnati, if you can get support in Cincinnati, you could probably take that show on the road and get support anywhere. Because Cincinnati a tough place. Like we not just letting you just come in.
Not at all.
Because we got that mentality like if you get on, that mean I can't get on and that ain't gonna work.
You not about to leave me.
So
Half me up.
really it don't mean that, man.
Yeah,
like if you
that's
get on,
messed up.
actually it's more likely that I would get on because that means the door is open. Every person that gets through, the door open a little bit more because the more people you fit in the room, it's gonna start opening up. They're gonna be towards the door. You feel me? So it has to be to the point where we supporting each other. We can't be everywhere. People get mad at me because they want me to do everything. Like my football, my little league team, my mom doing this, my sister got this going on. And we pick our battles, and then people get mad, or we pick the ones that we can afford to support, and then people get mad at when we can't, and that's just part of what you do. But for the most part, man, like it's all love.
I think that's a dope thing. Like if people get mad because you can't do it, it's because they wanted it to happen so bad.
Yeah, they
like,
mean that you mean a lot.
Yeah, like what you're doing is so dope that it was like, damn, I missed out for real.
I'm trying to think about how to make this podcast like beneficial to anybody who see it. Like if you come down to the black owned store and mention that you saw this, like
you should say a line. Like if
15% off.
That would be dope.
So
what should they say?
They should say I saw the after party podcast with you, Macho Means. I want my 15%.
I want my 15.
Like that's how we gonna do that. Like just like that.
They gotta come with a
Always
screenshot.
thinking, Macho, that was dope.
They gotta come with a screenshot. Nah.
When you said it, fuck it. Get the time.
Yeah, because somebody like, girl, he said it. Go down there.
That's how they get out so fast.
Go down there to the black owned store. Tell them you saw the podcast. Like,
yeah, let's do
they gotta
like
say
that.
what they gotta say what you was wearing.
Type shit, something.
Black owned bandana. You know what? Say
I mean, you say
if you
it
want to
too
buy a
much.
sweatsuit,
Just let 'em
15%
watch.
off
They
for
gotta
your
be
girl,
watching.
or for somebody that you want to be your girl.
We don't even want to make.
You gotta say some type of word or something. They gotta get the guess the word. It gotta be
Guess what?
pineapples or something.
I just thought about it. We don't even want it to be that hard. We just want you to come see us. So even if somebody call you and tell you to say it, you good.
15% off.
Word.
There it is.
There it is. You got any more questions for Macho Luke?
They got new dresses down there.
15% off.
We got some new dresses. We
I
just
just
got
told
some
them to
new.
cook that up for me
We just
and
got some
baby
women
B.
jogger sets. Hey, we just got new.
When do Kashara get hired again, man? She been on maternity leave for a little
Man,
bit.
we can't wait.
Bro, we're not gonna make some pregnant black owned clothes for her, man.
I got to.
Like, you know how
They don't need pressure. This is a medium, and I'm still smaller than a whole bunch of people. So
you know what's crazy? Like,
and I'm
it's like
6
when
months.
when you got the football team and your running back tear their ACL, like it's over.
Lily.
Like
Yeah.
she had us going. Like everybody, like Kashara had it on. We doing it. And then she went and did this. But we happy.
Yeah.
We
That's
happy.
how I feel. I feel like I've been.
We happy
too.
for you and everything. Hey, you could
Like the day I'm
did
down
that
there
another
telling them, they
time.
like, what?
Yeah.
It's a baby in there? Where he been at this whole
She's gonna
time?
tell me today, like, so you know I'm gonna need my maternity.
But you know that baby
leave.
gonna be
Tired
black owned out. Like
to
we
the
gonna
to the
do
socks.
That baby is black owned. Yes, and I'm
To
the
the
godfather.
socks. It's cool. Eric.
Shout out to
What?
hey,
No, hold on, Macho, because she about to say some bullshit.
Because I just know that you okay, so are you gonna show up with a Godfather gift?
Absolutely.
Oh, we gonna see.
50% off the black.
I hate you. I hate you.
before we get out here, I gotta shout out Keenan Cavinci. Like
Yes,
Oh,
come
man,
say hi.
he's in the house right now. Like this is
He been
our
stressing us out
This
this
is
whole
our
week,
photographer.
tagging us.
this our photographer, man. This our
Yeah, he is
videographer, lifestyle. Like he really worked hard for the brand, like young talent, and he hungry. So I want to shout him out because you gotta put the spotlight on your people when they doing right, keep them going.
Shout out to Cavinci.
Absolutely.
Bruh worked hard, and I'm trying to get him in order. We clash because I
All
got
the
big
time.
vision,
Yeah.
and he got talent. You feel me? And we gotta put that in place. But yeah, he in the building.
Shout out to Keenan, man.
in the building.
And Keenan been throwing shots all week, so
I
Take
seen y'all
10 on
beefing.
SoundCloud right
calling
now.
us the Breakfast Club and shit, like just disrespect.
Everybody's listening to it. Take 10.
Everybody's
Give
listening.
us your social medias to him.
Talute on everything. MySpace.
Too cheap for
No,
me.
I'm
I got
expensive.
What's it? Say what now?
No, I was making sure it's something else.
Follow me at TIELOT.
Kashara, you want to give us your social medias, please?
Good share Slay on Instagram and Facebook, and Cherry Cherries at Snapchat.
And then our special guest, Macho. I'm gonna let them where they can find Take 10 at. Let them know everything, man.
Take 10. SoundCloud right now. SoundCloud /Macho Means. SoundCloud.com /Macho Means. All of my social media is Macho Means. It makes it easy for you. MACHOMEANS. And like follow me on Instagram. Like I was on Snapchat for a little while, but Instagram is easier for me because it allows you to have 2 accounts at once. And when Snapchat get that, then I'll be back on Snapchat. But I gotta be able to promote the music and the business. So I'm on Snap crazy. I'm on Snapchat crazy. I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
Snap crazy. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
I don't tweet much, but every now and then I tweet. But I'm on all of them though. Follow me, and more importantly, like download my music. Like let me know what you think. If you like it, that's great. If you don't like it, tell me that too. Because the good, the bad is just as productive as the good. So of course follow Black On. I'm Black On. That's on everything. Like Instagram be going crazy. We like drop all the pictures.